Getty 15 hours of interviews between radio host Howard Stern and Donald Trump were leaked earlier this week, and the treasure trove finds the President of the United States admitting to groping Melania Trump in public and rating the attractiveness of both his own wives and some of the most famous women in film and television. Advertisement. Continue reading below. The new interviews, Newsweek writes, are a rich, Freudian goldmine for anyone trying to understand the President of the United States. This is the window they give into his psyche at one point, because it's so much fun to appraise women's bodies for public consumption. Stern suggests that Trump launch a new TV show devoted to rating women's looks. Now, that may be the best idea of all, Trump responds. In an interview from November 1999, Stern wants to know whether Trump has ever felt Melania up in public. Trump confirms he has, but insists, I'm very well behaved, actually, and almost always am very down the middle. When conversation moves on to Trump's obsession with cleanliness, Stern asks him whether he has the women he dates get tested for STDs. I own 25% of Goodyear Tire and Rubber, Trump, who is now President of the United States, responds, an apparent reference to the number of condoms he goes through. According to tapes transcribed by the Washington Post, Stern demands to know whether it's true that Trump has banged some of the greatest beauties on the planet. True, Trump answers. Some of the greats. It's an achievement that he seems to think gives him the credentials needed to rate female celebrities on a literal 110 scale, which he and Stern go on to do. Trump comments on Kim Kardashian's huge trunk, Halle Berry's beautiful skin, and ex-wife Marla Maples' beautiful structure. He deems Ellen Nordegren a solid 9 and Angelina Jolie a 7, and a 7 is not a 10 for her skin and face. He tells Stern that Anne Hathaway once lived in Trump Tower. I like all people that live in my building. Anybody that lives in my building, even if they're really unattractive, I consider them to be beautiful, and while he wasn't a fan, Hathaway has since grown on him. Advertisement. Continue reading below. When it comes to Charlize Theron, to be honest, I think Ivanka is much better looking. And that post isn't even done. His assessments, in all their gross, blatant sense of entitlement, continue. Read them here. During the presidential race, Stern declined to re-air any of his conversations with Trump. I feel Donald Trump did the show in an effort to have fun with us, Stern said. And I feel like it would be a betrayal to any of our guests if I sat there and played them now, where people are attacking him.